take the time to actually de-stress, deload, get off your phone, get off your social media, actually release stress. And to be honest with you, when you do that, you could actually get fitter on vacation.
If you're going against who you really are, who you regularly are in real life when you're not on vacation, then let's get back to who you are in real life for an hour right away in the morning, right? Repent for that. You'll feel so much better, first of all. You'll feel lighter, and you won't feel as bad, so you won't be as stressed. So if you adopt these practices, you don't even have to go to gym. Maybe adopt a circuit, a full body circuit that you could do in your hotel room or your Airbnb. That's simple. Push-ups, squats, crunches, nonstop interval style training.
There's multiple 10-minute workouts you can get online.
Go online. You could do that and just commit to that. If you make that a habit, you're not only going to feel better about your vacation, you're going to actually enjoy it without guilt.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Behind the Strength, where we improve your health, wealth, and peace of mind. I'm Christian Alvarez.
And I'm Carlo Balagase.
And today we're going to talk about how to stay fit while being on vacation. Massive question. This was actually asked of us by Marwa Hamid, one of the members here at Strengthen You. She's a very good member. She's actually made a lot of great results and has gone a long way in her fitness journey thus far.
Yes.
And we hope to be a bigger part of it in the near future. But she did ask, how do you stay fit when you're on vacation?
That's a very good question, and one little thing that a lot of people have trouble with. And why do you think that is, man? I mean, what is it because of the mentality going into vacation?
It's the start of it's the mentality of laying back, relaxing, kicking back, letting myself go, because I've been disciplined enough to go to the gym, to work out, to eat a good nutrition plan, and all of a sudden it's like, hey, I get a week off, or I get some time off to myself. Fuck it, just let it go.
So I guess this is for the person. This doesn't really relate to the person who doesn't even care about their health or whatever, the way they look or whatever, as much as a person who trained for the vacation, who's constantly training and doesn't want to kind of fall off the handle.
Yeah, this is for the person who's disciplined enough to be on a regular exercise regime and a nutrition program, or some sort of plan that they follow, or some sort of a healthy lifestyle that they follow. And we're not saying fit. It's not about just having a six-pack abs when you go away. It's how do I maintain my fitness level and my health while I'm on vacation without letting shit go, right? And coming back 10 pounds heavier in water weight and a little bit bloated and, sluggish. And obviously you're going to gain fat to go with that if you're going to go off the handle. So we're just going to give you 6 quick things that we find very helpful for ourselves, and that we know we've told clients before that have kind of helped them with their journey, even during their vacation. Right, so number one thing we got to say is it's about the mentality. It's don't go off the handle. So a lot of times, like you said, they're bracing for this vacation. I'm eating well. I'm dieting. I'm going to the gym every single day. Oh, I can't wait to get on a plane. I'm gonna have some snacks. I'm gonna eat my snacks on the airport, and then I'm gonna have some alcohol the moment I touch down, right? Wherever you go, if you're going to an all-inclusive, that's definitely going to be in your head.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Just having, even if it's not alcohol, it's just like letting yourself go.
You know what it is too? It's that mentality of, okay, I'm going away, first of all, and I'm paying a lot of money for this. I don't want to feel like my vacation experience is gypped. I want to
get my money's worth.
So there's a conflict going into it right away.
Yeah, I want to get my money's worth.
I want to get my money's worth.
Which is a scarcity issue.
I barely go on vacation. Some people, we're so busy sometimes, and we're just like, you know what? I don't want to be constricted with my regular life. That's why we go on vacation.
Yeah, it's a scarcity issue. This barely happens. I barely get to eat good food. I'm barely around this stuff. I barely get to relax and kick back. So why not let myself go?
And I'm always constricted when I'm at home. My regular life, I'm so regimented and disciplined, blah, 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 blah. Right?
Right? That's a huge thing. So don't touch down right away and be like, hey, I'm going to let myself go immediately. Right? I'm going to have go directly to the buffet, go directly to the bar. I mean, right away you're giving yourself that out.
Yes.
So going, into a vacation with that mentality, it's it's gone.
So when I was more fit, and I was really, and being fit was important to me at that time. I mean, it's super important to me now, but when you have a specific goal and you're super into the gym, that's why you care so much. I mean, that's why you have that conflict, because you actually do care so much about your health before you go, and you don't want to fly off the handle, right? So the mentality I kind of had going into the vacation right away, I kind of broke it down like, am I really taking away from myself, or am I actually adding to myself being more healthy on vacation? Right? Vacation is going back to you,
Yeah, of
rejuvenating
course, of
yourself,
course.
making yourself mentally and physically more relaxed and better for when you come back.
Yeah, and not to let yourself go so that you're back at a zero state or worse, in a worse state than you were when you left. You're
Yes.
supposed to let all that heaviness go when you go on vacation. It's the point.
Yes.
Not letting yourself go in a way where, hey, guess what? I don't give a fuck about my body or how I feel
Absolutely.
or my health. That's the wrong mentality to go. I think so. That's the number one thing, guys. Is address the mentality you're going away with.
So
Right?
so it's the same thing. You're not gonna go on vacation, bring your BlackBerry or whatever, your phone, and stay on your on the internet and stay on your work chats, emails, all that stuff, right? Because you want to stay away from that bloatiness and stress. But that's exactly what you're doing when you're going on vacation, when you consume all this excessive amounts of alcohol, excessive amounts of food, just because you want to sample everything you see in front of you.
Yeah. A big one that we say, this is number 2, give yourself a little leeway. So you are going away, okay? And you're saying, I'm not going to go off the handle, but give yourself a leeway. So, we always tell people 80-20 rule. So 80% of your day you can be real, real good, and then maybe have one meal in the day if you're going to have your regular meals, or maybe have one snack like a piece of cake at the end of the day, or 2 drinks at the end of the day, or whatever it may be, or at some point that day. Or you could even do like an 80% of your trip, you're good, and just have that extra 20% leeway.
Yeah.
Whether it be 10, 15, whatever. Having a little leeway for yourself takes that pressure off. Because what happens when that pressure is constantly on you to be like, oh my God, I want to eat, but I can't eat. Oh my God, I want that. I want that looks so tempting, but I don't want to. It's going to burst.
Yeah.
And that's when you start flying off the handle.
Well, especially it depends on how long you're gone for, right? So
Yeah.
most of us go for a week, some
week.
2, some people a month. So
Yeah.
a week, to be honest with you, if you eat like shit 20% of the time for every day for a week, you're not going to come back like 100 pounds over. It depends. Like, obviously, don't eat lard all day, every day, right? Because most of the time when you go on vacation, you're not eating the processed foods that we always eat here anyways, right? You're trying to take in the cultures of that country, technically, right? Say if we go to Mexico, I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm eating their healthy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
of
less
course.
processed
Yeah, of
really
course.
over there.
Of course.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah. So that's
Right?
that big thing is honestly give yourself a little leeway. It takes a lot of mental stress and strain off you of
Absolutely.
being on a diet, or I have to stay fit on my vacation. And you, that part of you will actually enjoy that snack or whatever that you give yourself, right? It takes that strain off you for sure. That's a huge one. And in saying that, then you don't have to feel like I have to fly off the handle, because it's always there.
Yes.
Right. That's a big mental thing. Number 3, we say, be active every day. Even, and I'm not saying go to the gym. I'm saying, do active things like hiking, walking.
Walk everywhere.
There's water sports if you're into that stuff. There's if you're going to a beachside resort or whatever it may be, right? Or if you're gonna do adventures and stuff like that, do stuff that's physical. It involves movement of your body.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, because a bunch of our friends, they're beach bums.
Yeah.
A lot of they just go to
Yes.
they just go there, just sit on the beach and chill out and do nothing, and then they complain that
Yes.
they gain weight. What's a good strategy for them? Like, just to get a little bit of things going.
Walk along the beach.
Walk along. Yeah,
Honest
that's
to
a
God,
great one.
I know
you're
there's a
absolutely right.
lot of people, whenever I've gone away, and I see a lot of people just walking up and down every single morning. And that's this is my way of at least moving around for the day. Because I know I'm going to sit down at some point and maybe sunbathe here for friggin' 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe have a drink in my hand, maybe whatever, but at least I've moved around for the day.
You know what I like to do? I like to go in the morning, it's almost like quote unquote morning cardio. Like before anything happens, maybe have a sip of coffee, go walk up and down the beach when we go to
That's it.
Barbados. Like
That's it.
Or do a lap in the pool or something. A few laps in the
Something,
pool,
whatever it is.
Something like just like here, like I like to do fasted cardio because for me I feel great on it. So that's my kind of without going to the gym and running on a treadmill, an AC gym in Mexico, for which doesn't make any sense for a lot of people. Go outside and enjoy the scenery. Go for a walk, maybe even a light jog on the beach. The amazing thing is a lot of people do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
you
sure.
see it. It's crazy. Waking up early and having the day for yourself, setting up your day how you would like it to be.
Yeah, for sure.
When you're here without having to work.
And there's a lot of places on this earth that where you go away, there's a lot of eco tours and stuff like that, which involve lots of hiking and walking anyway and moving your body. Some places a little bit more challenging than others where you actually have to climb and whatever, but there's just get into something that's like snorkeling. At least you're moving, right?
Yep.
You're moving your body. So to be stagnant, think about just to be on vacation doesn't mean to just be a slug, right?
When we went to Italy, Rome, we did a little tour bus, but then
You walked.
we walked back and forth.
Yes.
And remember when we went
Yeah,
to China?
China, same thing.
Dude, our feet were callous.
That's how you experience. That's how you
You're
experience,
like, you know
right?
what, what's the point of taking, a cab
Yeah.
few blocks down? Why don't we just walk
Yeah,
and
walk,
explore and see
explore
what our
the
neighborhood
culture,
looks like?
The
in
culture, the city, yeah.
Just take that in and allow you.
Anywhere you are.
Like, why, don't rush. You're
You
on
know-
vacation.
You know what I actually do when I say I'm on vacation? I mentally take care of myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I am going to wake up. I'm gonna go for start with a walk. Then I'm gonna go into a run. Right? I'll do at least a 5K just because I want to get it out of me or whatever it is. Right? That's just me myself.
Do you like set your alarm? Like, what is your mentality of? Because a lot of people like, I'm on vacation. Fuck it, I'm gonna just veg out until
I
let my
honestly
body just.
To be honest with you, because I find my mind is a little bit freer, I get up naturally.
Yeah.
I get up naturally. I get up early. I like to get up before the rest of the family gets up, and I like to get my own thing done. So whether it be a workout or a run, like I look forward to it, and I set my day up so that happens in the morning.
I
So
think that's
do
a
that.
key component,
I do
man.
that here at home, and that is something that I make sure I do on vacation because I love doing it. I enjoy it.
And you're set up your day. You
set up your day,
Like,
yeah.
You don't have to rush to get breakfast and then eat like a high caloric meal because you're just rushing and you want to get out and you're doing something at 2:00 and you woke up at 12 and you have to get ready.
Yeah.
Because you allow yourself to eat a light breakfast, a nice healthy breakfast, maybe even light snack before you go on your whatever you do
Yeah.
throughout the day.
Yeah.
You're not rushing, and that's
Yeah.
the biggest part of why we're overweight here. We're
Yes.
so stressed out. We're rushing. Fuck it, I'm gonna go to Tim Hortons. I'm not gonna eat the shitty food. I'm not gonna eat the shitty food. I'm not gonna eat shitty food. And when you go to drive-through, it's like shit. Okay, I'm gonna get just a cookie today or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
You start pressuring yourself.
Well,
to
the
eat
day
bad.
starts to run you.
Exactly.
The difference between being active first thing in the morning, I say first thing in the morning because I'm huge on, first thing in the morning exercise, is because it allows one, it allows my brain to flow, and two, it allows me to take control of my day. Because I already know there's emails there. I already know there's work to be done. I already know there's going to be people asking for me or there's people I got to look for that day. But before that gets done, I want to sort it all out in my head. And I'm not going to function the same way if I don't sort it out first.
Yeah.
It's just not going to go as planned. I personally, I believe that myself.
So you believe like even more so on vacation, right?
Oh, same thing.
Absolutely.
Same thing. Here's a big thing when there's so many food choices when you go out, whether you're in an all-inclusive, whether you're, in a town somewhere or having an Airbnb. Here's some simple things to live by, okay? Stick with fresh, obviously, just like how you would here. You're not going to go into the grocery aisles and go to the frozen section and go to the processed section and expect that you're going to stay fit on vacation. Choose fresh vegetables, fresh, fruit, right? Meat, fish, whatever you're into, right? Just choose the fresh food rather than the food has been processed and coming out of a package. Same rule at home, same rule when you go away. There is no all-inclusive out there that is short on vegetables and fruit and fresh fish and all that stuff, or eggs or anything like that you may want.
It's so much
right?
more than options here. It's so fresh.
100%. But then there's also tables and tables of breads and croissants and muffins and cupcakes and cakes. That's not the table you want to be at.
What 20% of the time only?
20% of the time. So, and then there's the ice cream selection, which is,
Not in Cuba though.
No. So, that's a big thing. Choosing fresh is probably the best way to go about it. Besides the fact you actually get to taste their food from local.
I love that.
Right? I think it was,
love
so
it, man.
my, somebody just told me they just came back from Rome and Italy and England and stuff, pretty much the same trip that you did. And they said the exact same thing. I can't believe that a simple, vegetable or fruit or a piece of tomato tastes like that and is this small and then it just explodes in your mouth.
The flavor, you don't need it's about the quality of food there, man.
She's
and
like,
you
I
don't
never
need
saw
so much. You
I
don't need
never
so
saw
much.
an apple or a tomato that was like this size there. It was all here,
No.
but when you bite into it, it's like
So juicy.
Yeah.
And you allow the flavors to kind of make you full too.
And
like
she was
to
talking
add to
about
being full.
a simple like a leaf of basil. The smell coming out of it not like, oh, you smell basil here, but it's like no, like there's
Oh,
something.
man.
And when you bite into that, it actually explodes in your mouth. So
Yep.
that's crazy, right?
And the crazy thing is the difference between the pasta there. It makes you feel so different, man. You don't feel like clogged up,
Yeah.
and bloated, and like that's why it's so different there, man.
And the thing you guys gotta watch out for too is like whether it's in resorts or whatever it may be. A lot of times, if they go to like heavy tourist places, they do use a lot of salt, oil, fat, butter, lard
point.
in their food.
Yeah.
They do so to make your ass full, and they make your ass coming back for more. And you have to remember. So here's the thing. Remember in that book Atomic Habits, how they say, okay, take an 18th bite of kale. Pretty soon you'll be like, I'm good. I think I'm good for the kale right now. My meal's done. Now try stopping yourself doing that with a delicate pie, right? Like, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna stop myself after the second piece. It doesn't like because
not gonna happen.
because your brain sensors aren't the same for those two things.
Yeah.
So the more you're eating processed foods, the more you're likely to eat more anyway, because your brain sensors are being tapped and it's constantly craving for more. It's always a hit, right?
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's a hit. That's all it
exactly what it
is.
is, yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about. It's a fucking hit.
Yeah.
It's a hit of adrenaline. It's a hit of fucking.
It's a drug, bro.
Hormones. It's a
yeah,
drug.
Yeah, food is a drug, man.
Same thing, right? So if you're choosing fresher, you're likely that your body's going to tell you that you're full faster.
So that's a very good point that you actually made, which is actually a good tip. Try it as best as you can to research the places you're eating, because you're right, man. A lot of these touristy places, they cater to the North American palate, and they overdo a lot of shit.
The
that we-
serving portions are massive.
Massive.
And by the end, like by middle of your day, you're feeling bloated. You're feeling gassy. Who's ever been there at a resort? Say hi.
Yeah.
Who's ever been walking down fucking like say New York City or Montreal or Chicago, and you're like, wow, I'm gonna try this burger and that sandwich and these ribs, and literally by midday you can't even breathe anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So if you're vacation to those type of places,
yeah,
just watch
like
out.
watch the fuck out.
If your vacation's New York City, oh man,
yeah, like come on.
just watch that shit. Walk
right?
around.
Big thing, number 5, take the time to actually de-stress, deload, get off your phone, get off your
Cortisol, yeah.
social media, actually release stress. And to be honest with you, when you do that, you could actually get fitter on vacation.
Dude, it's the best thing in the world.
It's the best thing.
When we're in China and we didn't really have access to any of that
Anything.
stuff.
Just no stress.
How stress-free were you at that point? I mean, you're not really on social media,
No, but still, I'm not.
but we couldn't get inundated with emails because they could barely go through.
I couldn't connect. Yeah, I couldn't connect with Massey saying, "Oh, how's today going?"
Yeah.
Or this person, what's happening here today? And
We were
You can't.
literally walking down the street, going in the subway or whatever, which Wi-Fi and your phones could work 100% in
Yeah.
their subways.
Yeah.
We weren't even on our phones.
No.
We couldn't be on our phones. And
No.
it's the best thing in the world.
You're in the moment, and
We're
you
in the moment,
actually.
we're taking in the atmosphere.
We actually lost weight when we were in China.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the only time was like,
amazingly.
okay, we would record like our, oh,
Sure,
we're on the
yeah,
train.
yeah,
Look
yeah.
at this, how crazy. Look how many
Right.
people there are on the train. But we're not on social media living our life and posting and transmitting our experience there. We're actually living the experience.
Living the
And-
experience, yeah.
And that's huge. Just let go of all that shit. I know it's very enticing to post and be on your phone, but then remember, the moment you're on your phone, there's other things attached to it, like your work emails, your bullshit stuff from your group friends texts.
What the
like
funny
get
thing
off
is?
that.
Sheikh, actually, our good friend Sheikh Saifu covered this last week with us 2 weeks ago. He said, guys, if there's anything I could tell you, and I'm sure we could hear this from a lot of people, is get out there and travel. Because your world is this fucking small. If you think whatever you're dealing with is a big deal, it's not. If you think if you think you're such a big dog in your world, all these people have to talk to you. Remember that.
Yeah.
Because they work with you, right? And he goes, but go the fuck out there in India. And we were just talking about it. Nobody knew who the fuck I was. Nobody cared.
Who cared?
All they knew
cared.
was like, this guy could possibly give me a quarter or something.
Yeah.
And there was thousands of them lined up asking for that. They didn't give a shit who I was. And they were asking the same person like behind me, after me too. So it doesn't. You get so succumbed in your own world that your problems are the biggest things in the world. right? I missed the bus. I was late. I got written up. All that shit. They're minute fucking problems, people.
You're in a box, man.
Yeah, they're minute problems. And you know what? I was just on a podcast this morning with Ed Milet and Cesar Milan. And Cesar Milan says it best. He's like, yo, he's like, honestly, he's like, whatever you're thinking, he's like, nobody cares. like
That's
yeah,
what
like,
we say all
like,
the time, right?
yeah, he's like
give a
whatever
shit.
you say, he's like, you can put on this show, whatever. He goes, the reason why he goes, dogs, they know how you feel. Animals, any animal. He was a squirrel. They know how you feel.
They're more.
They're
connected.
not like
They're more connected.
Yeah, they're not like, hey man, I'm a big deal. It's like, you could say all that, but how do you really feel? They know. Humans don't know that, and they're not in touch. It's because they're not in touch.
Yeah.
The reason why they're not in touch is because they're not in touch with their own emotion. So that's a huge thing. Great podcast. I sent that
I love
to
that
you.
one.
Yeah,
I
that was
listened
an
to that.
awesome
That was
one.
a great one.
Right.
Cesar Milan's
Crazy.
He's the man.
Crazy.
I love that guy.
But that's a big thing.
reminds me of
But
Gene. I
Take
don't know why.
take the time to de-stress when you're away. Like really just, let the things go that's happened the last how many months, how many years, whatever it is. Start fresh when you come back,
Dude,
right?
let it go.
Let it go.
Leave your
Doesn't
shit.
really matter.
And take in the culture.
I
man.
remember
Take it in.
being in Panama years ago, and so we're going on this day trip. To get to there was about 3.5 hours. It's like you live with a tribe for a day, right? So we live with like tribal
Crazy.
Indians for a day.
Like you slept there,
No, but you had the option to, but you can.
bro. How many
But we said
mosquitoes
no.
bit your ass?
So we get there and we get right to the foot of the jungle, and it's literally like 2.5 hours. Then it's another 45-minute boat ride once you get to the jungle. So we get to the jungle. I step out of the boat. Right, the moment I stepped out, my slipper broke.
Oh shit!
And that's all I had.
No. What
So
a
guess
nightmare.
what? I literally walked around all day barefooted in the fucking jungle.
Oh, in
There's
the
nothing I
jungle.
can do about it.
That's not even like.
There is nothing.
Or
There
like
was
nice grass in the
nothing
park.
I could do about it. Now tell me, that person that cut you off today, or let's just say that write-up that your boss just gave you, what does it matter now?
Doesn't
You
matter.
might get bit by a fucking snake. You might get fucking bit by something that's this tiny. It'll kill you. It doesn't matter.
I think that goes back to being present.
Present. It is.
It brings you to the present moment.
Oh, I was very fucking present.
You have no other choice, right? Your brain now just focuses on I need to survive now because oh shit, if this might hurt me.
I stepped on a tree branch that was like massive, or root coming off the ground, and I was present when that pain zinged right up.
Is it funny how you zoom into the moment when your life is
When you
major,
have
when
to.
you have to, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when all of a sudden, oh shit, my lower back hurts. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking make this.
But look how creative and intuitive we are when we do
When you
when
do.
you're in that moment, and look how like if how much could that have helped us in our lives throughout daily if we adopt that practice?
Yeah,
right?
back against the wall.
Back against the wall. Nothing else matters right now but this thing
Listen,
in front of me.
Massive. I know I'm going off a little bit here, but there's a huge presentation that Dwayne The Rock Johnson had with the LA Lakers. So they hired him for this talk, and he goes, and they asked him, what makes you so successful? He goes, because every single day I wake up and my back's against the wall. He goes, because when I started, that's how it felt like. And every single day I wake up and I feel like my back's against the wall. When your back is against the wall, there is nowhere to go but forward. So he goes, at that point, which is how I see my day every day, I don't give a fuck if you're in my way. I don't give a fuck who it is. I am running over you and I'm stepping over you if you're in my way. Because my back is against the wall, I'm going to function like my back is against the wall.
Well, and your body, your resources in your body just go to the right places that make you have to figure it out.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, so that's a big thing. And last but not least is obviously, hey, we all like a little bit of extra alcohol, a little bit of drinking, beers, wines when you're on
little bit.
vacation, just a bit.
Just a bit.
Watch that and watch the mixed drinks because they add a lot of calories and sugar. They do.
I can't
I don't do
drink
mixed-
that shit.
I don't do mixed drinks.
Like, especially in a hot country.
I don't do
Yo,
mixed drinks.
I never really drank. Remember
same
when we went to
here.
Cuba?
Yeah, I'm not a big drinker there either.
It just, I don't know. I guess because of your sweating, I get headaches too easily.
I find I don't need to because the stress is gone.
That's the thing, right?
Honest to God.
You're absolutely right. It's like, why didn't we fly off the handle when we went to
I
Cuba?
don't look for vices. I don't look for
We
my
could- we-
vices.
No, we drank.
But not
China,
like-
we drank.
I don't look
we
for
were
my
working, that's why I
vices. Yeah, because we're working. But I don't look for my vices, honestly, when I'm on vacation. It's crazy.
No, it's true. You're absolutely right.
That's
man.
crazy.
When my week off, like last
Yeah, you're
week,
not looking
I
for
was
shit.
I was just at home.
Yeah.
I didn't drink at all.
Your parents go to me, hey, is everything okay? He didn't answer me
Bro,
last week.
I fucking
And I go,
disconnected.
no, I already knew
I
that.
disconnected.
Why do you think I messaged you once? I didn't message you once
yeah.
because I already knew that. So I said that to them.
Dude,
Your
emails,
folks go to me. They're like,
sometimes.
he didn't even respond. He's like, well, what the heck? And I go, because on his day off, he doesn't look at his phone, he turns it off. And I said, so therefore the week off is going to be
Dude, I
very reflectant of a day off. Yeah. So
because to me, one little thing, notification is another. Oh fuck! Where do I categorize this into things I have to think about?
yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course.
Especially that's why Zuckerberg and all these people, they don't have to think about their clothes. They don't want to think about their clothes because there's so many things to think about during the day.
Other than
I want to
that.
shut off that process when I'm not here.
Exactly.
You know?
Right?
Sorry,
So-
Mom.
But yeah, guys, when you're away, watch the drinks, watch the sugary drinks. They add up in calories real fast.
Take shots. Get that, that pina colada. That shit will kill you,
You gotta
bro.
watch that shit. Beer makes you heavy,
Beer,
bloated.
especially in hot weather, it doesn't make sense.
I don't
I don't
understand.
understand. I
I don't know.
understand. In Russia, maybe that makes sense.
Russia.
And, right, Kate?
So they have vodka there?
in
Good vodka.
here, like wintertime in Toronto, it feels great. But summertime, it just makes you feel bloated. For me personally, I'm not into that. That's why that was never a problem. But I get it. Cold drinks, mixed drinks, nice and sweet, and you fly off the handle. You gotta watch that shit, man.
Yeah, you do.
Are there healthier options for that?
Honestly,
Take shots, right?
I wouldn't say that.
Take shots.
Your healthiest
You get drunk faster.
alcohol would be
Right?
gin because of the ingredients in it, but there's no alcohol that's going to be healthy at the end of the day when you're taking
that new light.
excess.
That new light thing. Remember that we were doing? Was that Socialite? That the mixed vodka and water drink that me and C's really hated.
Well, there's again
You can try that. It's low calories, so
the best thing you can do for yourself is just control the intake.
that's it.
That's it. Just control the intake. I mean, there's not going to be one alcohol healthier for you than the other. Gin's got a lot of great components of it made. Obviously, rum is made from sugar cane. That's never a great thing. But
What's it called though?
vodka's made of
Vodka's
potatoes.
potato, right?
Yeah, they're different. There's also rice vodka. There's rice whiskey. There's
Rice. Yeah, that's not bad. Rice.
Just control your intake. Watch your intake. And guys, if you are going on vacation, please take our advice of
Oh, sorry. Bonus tip. And this is what I really do. If I know I'm gonna eat like shit, I'm gonna work out in the morning hard, and like because we usually eat like shit at nighttime, right?
Yes.
We're, like
sure.
nice dinner. We're gonna go to one of those restaurants where you reserve your.
Yeah, of course.
The morning I go in. That's
Yeah.
like you have to repent. If you're gonna do it, repent.
Yeah.
If you're gonna sin, repent.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
not a sin. I don't want you thinking.
Eating is a sin. No.
I'm just saying
If you're going to eat
if you're going
well-
against who you really are, who you regularly are in real life when you're not on vacation, then let's get back to who you are in real life for an hour right away in the morning. Right? Repent for that. You'll feel so much better, first of all. You'll feel lighter, and you won't feel as bad, so you won't be as stressed. So if you adopt these practices, you don't even have to go to gym. Maybe do, adopt a circuit, a full body circuit that you could do in your hotel room or your Airbnb. That's simple. Push-ups, squats,
Yeah.
crunches, nonstop interval style
There's
training.
multiple 10-minute workouts you can get online
Go
these
online.
days.
You could do that and just commit to that. If you make that a habit, you're not only going to feel better about your vacation, you're going to actually enjoy it without guilt.
Yeah, and you know what? By the time you de-stress, you might lose 5 pounds of water.
And make sure you just get us something too, when you're on vacation, Marwa. If you're going
She did,
somewhere,
actually.
give me a
Thank
keychain,
you very
bro.
much for
Keychain.
those 2 books of
Oh man, she was great. Paulo
right, The
Coelho.
Alchemist,
Yeah,
which is a favorite of ours, and actually this Warrior of the Light I've read about 3 times now.
It's
Fantastic
good. Eh?
book.
I'm gonna
Take this
I'm
one
gonna
in.
read
It's
that.
great. Anyway, thank you for listening. If you got something out of this, please refer us to somebody. Like us and maybe even email
contact us
Yeah.
at Strengthen You on our Instagram. We're there constantly at Strengthen You, STRENGTH, the letter N, the letter U, or BTS at strengthenyou.com. That's Bobby Terry Sandy at strength the letter N the letter U.com. And thank you so much for people who are actually listening, sharing. We see it, and if you can review this podcast, it helps us kind of rank better in our kind of space.
Yeah.
Just a little bit helps. I mean, we're going to keep doing this for a while, but it'd be cool to have more listeners and impact more people because that's what we essentially want to do.
We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for listening.
Cheers.
Hey.